Yeah, so it was one of those things that I wasn't expecting. All right, needless to say, I wasn't expecting it to be like it was, but it ended up being a pretty decent experience. We ended up getting like 20 or 30 prime cigars from the actual farm, like farm to table, quote unquote. You know how we say, yeah, farm to face. So exactly what that was. Yeah, it was just one of those things that you don't really expect to see, expect to be in, or anything like that. But it was dope. It was cool. It was cool. At the end of it, it was cool. And apparently there is a way that you can. All right, this looks fucking weird now. I have to take this off. That looks weird on camera. There's a way that you can use honey, like, and it's ground honey. It's not the honey that me and you are used to. It's honey from, like, apparently like a honeybee that lives on the ground. Didn't know. Like, they don't sting, they bite. So we ended up finding this pretty interesting tobacco farm. It's about 2.5 hours away. We weren't expecting it to be like that. It was a little more than we bargained for. Let's put it that way. But it was cool. And apparently they use honey as a natural filter. So you just rub honey on the end of it, and then you twirl and you smoke, and you're good. Well, this isn't honey, but it's pretty good anyway, you know? This is a Monte Cristo. Pretty good. Not the best. This is one of the lower grade ones. I've come to find out. Cohibas are the best ones. Romeo and Juliets are the mid, and then the Monte Cristos are the low. Many different types of cigars that are made here and shit around the world, wherever. But the main ones are here. Okay. Now, enough with the what's it called? The tobacco farm. All right. So after the tobacco farm, shit. I ended up not going to a few of the events, but it was cool though. All right. So fuck that tobacco farm. Let's see what else we can talk about. Yeah, that's right. All right. Back to LMA. Super dope club. I wasn't expecting it to be like as crazy and as packed as it was. I thought it was gonna be something that was, you know, chill. Super laid back, but that wasn't the case. It was fucking crunk in there, and it was some shit that I wasn't expecting at all. You know, beautiful women everywhere you look. Beautiful women, all wearing beautiful clothes. And then the backdrops you see is just astonishing. We actually ended up going to this castle. It was 18. It was made. It was built in like 1840 something, and it was actually defended against some of the other one of the fortresses or some shit like that. It defended against itself. It actually ended up being one of the main things that ended up making Cuba city center. Super cool. My mom, she ended up getting a crap ton of art from the city center, like a lot of art. Okay, and then I got a few pieces. I didn't get much from the city center, but I got a couple things. See, look at this. Look at my goddamn hat. What is this? What is this? So that was fun. Oh, I took like a horseback ride. Well, not a horseback, but a carriage ride on horse through old Havana. And I ended up meeting, I forgot his name, I think it was Dario or Darius. It was actually like 1997/98, like boxing champion in Cuba. But he was he was actually our carriage driver. And it's crazy to me on how it's not even, it wasn't even like a fall from stardom or a fall from anything like that. It was just like you have people that are out here that have like they're mechanical engineers, they're doctors, they're lawyers, they're all different kinds of things. But since they work for the government, everybody here works for the government. Since they work for the government, you can't make your own money. You know what I mean? Like you can find yourself a hustle, and then you can do it that way. But whenever it comes down to it, you're just working for the government. And the government only pays you around 15 to $30 a month. And you ask, how in the fuck do you survive on that? Not easily. All right, they have the city markets they go to that are actually controlled by the government as well. And a fun fact that I just figured out, is that they are not allowed, they as in the Cuban people, are not allowed to purchase beef. And if they're actually caught with up to 5 kilos of beef, they can go to jail for up to 10 years. For 5 kilos of beef, okay? The Cuban people normally eat fish and pork. All right, you can eat as much fish as you want to. All right, you can eat lobster all goddamn day. But beef, forget about it. I don't know if it's for the government, I don't know if it's for the military, I don't know, but they just don't allow the Cuban people to eat beef. Not even if you work for like a restaurant, all right? And like, you know, at the end of the day, let's say you have some tourists and they order something that's beef, you're not allowed to take the beef home, you're not allowed, they literally take the beef and they feed it to the pigs. It's pretty fucked up. And something's got to change when it comes to that. I just don't know who, what, when, where, or how we're supposed to go about changing it. Does that make sense? I don't know how, because we have they have a government that is pretty much, I'd say, close to a dictatorship. You know, it's still communist over here. There are certain things you can and cannot do still, but that's everywhere. No casinos, and the major form of income is tourism. So if you come down here as a tourist, they fucking love you. Especially if you come down here from America, forget about it. Forget about it. They fucking love you down here. Because Americans, how much do we make on average, depending on where we live, a month? Like me, I make 12, maybe 15 a month, depending on where I live. $1,200 to $1,500 a month. They make $12 to $15. How do they live? You know, I saw the markets and I saw the prices. I was like, okay, all right, you can get quite a bit for a coup over here. But it's like, if you want bread, it's like, you know, it's like 2 cents for like 5 rolls, shit like that. So okay, I get that part, but it still trips me out to think about how people live like that. And pretty much what happens is that they end up doing things that they wouldn't normally do if they have the money to do. Like, I wouldn't say prostitution is, you know, of course it's frowned upon, but I think that there are a lot of women out here that that are ballerinas, that are nurses, that are lawyers, doctors, whatever, but they end up having to take on these types of, you know, night roles in order to, pay the bills. And then if they want to live by themselves, that's something completely different, because people out here don't have their own, they don't have their own place. You're gonna live with generations of people. You're gonna have your great grandma, your grandma, your mom, your dad, your sister, uncle, everybody. Everybody's gonna be living underneath the same roof and contributing in order to pay for it. Which fucking astonishes me.